for me making this video is because I have some news. By the title of this video, you know that I am having surgery. Yay! Now the question is, what kind of surgery? So I'm getting ready for work, which is why I look crazy. I'm about to do my hair as I talk to y'all, so that's what's happening. So as I mentioned to you guys in the last video about, you know, getting pregnant not so soon, and just focusing on myself and my health, I did make the big decision, because it's not a small decision, to have weight loss surgery. So it is something that I've thought about over the years. Actually, before I started trying to get pregnant, like back in 2022, I was originally gonna have the weight loss surgery. I had looked into it and everything, but I was just so like desesperada, like anxious to get pregnant, that I was like, never mind, like I'll wait on that. The plan was for me to get pregnant, and then after I had the baby, I would have the surgery. But things don't always work out the way that we planned. Obviously, I have my angel baby now, and the whole loss was obviously like an awakening for me, and it really did push me to want to be healthy in all aspects of my life, like I told you guys last time, physically, mentally, emotionally. But yeah, so previously, well, not previously, I currently have high blood pressure, and I take medication for it, and I have been on medication for it for, I want to say, like 2 years or so, and no, longer, I think, I don't know. Anyways, I'm on medication for it, and that during my pregnancy immediately made me high risk, besides obesity. But it makes you like more of a risk because it gives you a higher chance to have preeclampsia while you're pregnant, and it's just dangerous to, yeah. What the hell is this girl doing? Hold on. Okay, anyways, yeah, high blood pressure is just not a good thing to have, and so that did scare me when I was pregnant, you know, having high blood pressure, being on medication for it. And I kind of had a feeling that if I did make it full term during my pregnancy, I would have had to have had a C-section, or if not, be induced. And that's not the ideal way that I would want to give birth. Or, you know, I could have had other complications due to my high blood pressure. I've known people who have been hospitalized throughout their pregnancy and who have almost gone into preterm labor because their blood pressure goes so high. So yeah, it's just something that is really concerning. And obviously, prior to me being pregnant, that's not something that I put too much thought in. Again, I was just like so focused on just wanting to get pregnant and have a baby. But again, now my perspective has changed, and before I get pregnant again, I just want to be at my absolute healthiest. And as you lose weight, there is a chance, whether it's with surgery or just naturally, there is a higher chance for you to get off blood pressure medication, because your blood pressure normalizes or regulates, whatever the word is. So that's really important to me. And also, obviously, just being so heavy can also, you know, I can struggle getting pregnant again. It can affect my pregnancy, so on and so forth. So, you know, I'm at higher risk of getting gestational diabetes. That was another thing that my doctor was scared of. So again, there's just so many factors that go into me wanting to be healthy, for my future pregnancies and just for myself in general. You guys know I've always been a big advocate of being plus size. It took me a long time, the majority of my adulthood, to learn to love my body. And I'm at a point where, I've been at a point for the last few years where I'm not unhappy in my body. Like, if I could be healthy, like if I wasn't on blood pressure medication, if you know, I didn't have other health issues and I was this big, I would continue living my life and just be my best self, you know. But because I do have other health issues, that's the only reason why I'm so willing to go through the surgery. I still will continue to be an advocate for plus size women because we're queens and there shouldn't be a difference in, you know, the advocacy of a plus size girl or a thin girl. But anyways, that's besides the point. I just really wanted to make that clear because I know it may look funky, someone looking on the outside, like, you've always posted about being a big girl, blah blah blah, and loving it, and then now you're getting surgery to not be a big girl. Like, I get that, but this is for health reasons, you know what I mean? Like, and I know for a fact, because of my build, because I've worked out for so many years, I'm never going to be a skinny girl, and that's not what I want. Like, my goal has never been to be skinny. I love working out. I like building muscle. So I've already put it in my head, and everyone that surrounds me knows that I don't want to hear like, oh, you're gonna be so skinny, or you know, just like things about being skinny, because that's not my goal. My goal is to be healthy. That's why I'm doing this. So that's like the most important part about this, is just keeping that as my mindset. But yeah, I just wanted to update you guys and tell you guys that I am having this surgery. I am getting, so there's different weight loss surgeries. There is the gastric sleeve, which has recently become one of the most common ones. And that one is where they like cut off a piece of your stomach to make your stomach smaller. But that's not the one that I'm getting. I am getting the Roux-en-Y, or Rhiney, which is the gastric bypass. And that one is where they bypass your intestines to your stomach, and your stomach, they don't take out a piece of your stomach. The way they bypass your intestines, you just now have like this tiny little pouch, which helps you like eat less, and you process your food differently, etc. Google it. But yeah, from the research that I've done and from the people that I've known, the results, what is it called? Like the statistics? Is it statistics? No, like the chances of you gaining the weight back with the sleeve are much higher than they are with the gastric bypass. People who have the gastric bypass tend to keep the weight off, pretty much keep it off, or gain back little to no weight throughout the years, as opposed to the sleeve. The chances of you gaining the weight back are higher. Like the sleeve, they say, is more of a temporary fix, like for someone who just like wants to lose weight real quick and feels like, you know, that's all they need. And then the bypass is more of a tool, like a long-term tool that you stick to for the rest of your life. And obviously for either one, it should be something that you stick to for the rest of your life, but some people don't see it that way. But anyways, I am so ready, guys. Like, today is August 13th, right? Yeah, today's August 13th, and I got my green juice with beet juice. Delicious. Anyways, today's August 13th, and I've been like looking into this and doing all the prerequisites since June. Yeah, like the end of June. and I finally got the call yesterday that my insurance approved everything. So I am good to go, and literally my surgery is exactly 1 month away. Isn't that exciting? Literally my surgery is September 13th, I just realized it's Friday the 13th. Oh no. Oh no. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. What the fuck? Oh lordy. Anyways, so yeah, my surgery is Friday, September 13th, and it's all the way in Tampa. So that's 3 hours away. And I recently went to go get an endoscopy up there. The drive wasn't too bad, but it's still a drag. But yeah, so I'll be having to drive up there. I actually have my pre-op blood work and stuff that I have to go do on September 3rd, so I'll be driving up there for that. What else do I have to do? I have one last appointment with the dietitian just to go over like my pre-surgery diet. So that's another thing with the bypass. The pre-op diet is 2 weeks long, and you have to be on liquids, puro licuados. You have to drink 5 to 6, I want to say 5 to 6 protein drinks, like, you know, the little protein shakes in the bottles, or you can use like the powder protein and make a shake. 5 to 6 a day, plus like any other clear liquid, so water, Crystal Light, sugar-free juices, etc. What else? I could have like sugar-free popsicles. Like, it's literally just pure liquids. So that's the only thing, honestly, that I'm kind of freaking out about, just because I'm gonna go from food to no food, like literally just liquids. And then that's just the 2-week pre-op diet, and then after the surgery for the first 2 weeks it's also just liquids. So technically I'm only drinking liquids for 4 weeks, but that's okay. After the surgery I'm not concerned, because obviously my tummy is going to be little, like my stomach, not my actual belly. So I know I won't have like that hungry feeling, you know, or like, oh my god, I'm missing out on food. But yeah, so 4 weeks of that, but I'll definitely be keeping you guys updated. I do plan on like making this a series, I guess, if you want to call it, where I just bring you guys along on this weight loss journey of mine. Oh, that's another thing. So if you guys don't know, I mean, which I'm sure the majority of you guys that do watch, but if you're new, or you haven't really been in my life that long, or watched me for very long, I've struggled with weight pretty much my whole life. Since I was a little girl, people used to call me fat, even though back then I was not fat girl. I just wasn't a skinny queen like these toothpick girls, you know. But yeah, I've always been the bigger friend, the bigger girl, and I mean literally like my whole life, except for back in like 2014, I want to say. I was doing like 3 Zumba classes plus going to the gym once a day, so a total of 4 workouts a day. And I had gotten excuse me, I had gotten like super skinny, and that was it. Then I ended up gaining like twice the weight back. And then back in 2020, or like the end of 2019, I had done the keto diet, and I lost like 30 pounds, and I was feeling pretty good. But then COVID happened and I stopped everything, and then I gained again like double the weight. and that's when I was at my absolute highest, which was in 2022. I got up to my highest, which was 286. That was the most I've ever weighed. And it's crazy, like when I see people, because I'm on like this Facebook group with other people who are having the surgery or who have had the surgery, and there's some people that post like that they weigh that much, like 286, and I'm like, well, first of all, I have like reverse body dysmorphia, so when I look in the mirror, I'm like, damn girl, you a baddie, like she's bad, who's that? That's me. But anyways, so like when I see pictures of other people who weigh that much and they're like way bigger, I'm like, how does that make sense? But then I remember I have a lot of muscle, like, and that's one thing that frustrates me about the scale is I would say maybe like 40% of my weight, I don't know how that works, I don't know if I can percentage girl, I'm just making up a number, but more of my weight is muscle than it is fat, so I don't look as much as I weigh. And right now I weigh about 256, so 250, I go from like 254 to like 256, and those are the 30 pounds that I lost before, when I like right before I got pregnant, that I needed to lose in order to get pregnant. And surprisingly I've been able to keep it off since then. But and I work out literally every day almost, and I haven't dropped any more weight, so it's been like really frustrating. I've noticed the difference, like I've noticed the difference in my face, I noticed the difference in my body, like everything is like getting firmer, but the scale isn't moving, and I'm sure it has to do with the fact that I lift weights again. But what time is it? Yeah, I gotta go. But yeah, so that's why I said earlier that my plan isn't to get skinny, and I don't want to focus so much on the number of the amount of weight that I lose. It's more just get me off my high blood pressure medication. I want my blood work to come back normal. I don't want high cholesterol. I don't want to be pre-diabetic. Like right now I'm not pre-diabetic, but I'm like on the cusp of becoming pre-diabetic, so I don't want that. I don't want to touch that. I don't want to be around it. So that's my goal, is to be healthy and just, you know, like be able to do certain things. Like there's certain movements and stuff. Like I remember before I had lost like all the weight, and this is embarrassing to say, but like before I got pregnant and I lost the 30 pounds, I used to struggle to wash my ass in the shower, and I'm not even kidding you. Like to go like this and to wash my ass, I would struggle, girl. Like that's how big and stiff I felt. Like when I'm bigger, like I just feel stiff, like there's certain things I can't do, and I don't like that. Like I want to be able to move and wash my ass appropriately, which now I can. But yeah, there's just things like that. And yeah, that's pretty much it, you know. Like working out, I can run, but I just feel like I hate, like when I run and jump, like I feel my stomach, you know, or like my boobs, they're so big, which I honestly don't think they're gonna go anywhere when I do lose weight, because even when I was at my ultimate skinniest, I had like this tiny little waist and no butt, but I had huge old titties. But which I'm not mad about, because I love my boobs. Anyone that knows me, I've never been like, oh my god, I wish I didn't have such big boobs. Like, no girl, I love that about me. But anyways, yeah, so that's the plan, Stan. I'm literally a week, girl, bye. I'm literally a month away from surgery, and I will, no, I can't do that. I will be bringing you guys along for the ride. And if you guys have any questions about weight loss surgery, or about my weight loss surgery, or about my journey, holla at your girl. About the prerequisites, because there is typically when you get weight loss surgery, the process itself prior can take 6 months to a year. But because I had previously done like the weight loss part, like monitored by a doctor. Oh, because if you guys didn't know, I don't know if I ever talked about this when I was losing weight to get pregnant, but the way I lost weight, obviously I changed my eating, I was working out, but they had given me an injection called xoxo, and it's kind of like, it's literally Ozempic but for non-diabetics, because people who take Ozempic and aren't diabetic, like, girl, no, that's not the way that it works. But anyways, yeah, they gave me an injection called xoxo, and it basically just like does something to your hunger hormone, so you get full faster. So I was eating less and eating better, obviously, so that helped me lose the weight. But after a while I just became stagnant, and that's when I was like, this isn't working anymore, blah blah, blah, etc. But yeah, so I've already done that, and when I did that, that was like, I did it for, I want to say like 6 months, if not longer, 6 to 8 months probably. And it was monitored by a doctor, because my doctor was prescribing it to me, and then I would go in, she would weigh me, see how it was working, blah blah blah. So that is one of the prerequisites for weight loss surgery, is a 3-month monitored weight loss program with the physician. So since I had done that last year, within the last year, that counted towards that prerequisite, so that shortened my time by like 3 to 6 months, so that was super beneficial. But yeah, there's other things that go into it. But yeah, if you guys have any questions regarding that, just let me know. Feel free, y'all know I'm an open book, I'll talk about anything with you guys. But yeah, I'm so excited. I am so freaking ready. Oh, that's what I was saying earlier, literally everybody around me has known how excited I am for this surgery. Like, it's insane. I even told the doctor the other day, I'm like, I literally cannot wait. My mom is going on vacation to Chicago at the end of this month, and I was like, girl, cancel the vacation because I want my surgery sooner. But no, my sister is having surgery, so my mom has to be there for that. So I'm like, okay, fine, you can go be there for them, and I'll be here waiting. But yeah, so September 13th, I am so excited. But yeah, just so you guys know, like, the timeline of things. But yeah, I gotta get to work early. I'm a little late. See ya.